Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the bullet journal setup for November. Yes, I do realize it's the 10th of November, but if you can tell by my voice, I am ill, but I'm getting better now, and I've only just set up my bullet journal yesterday and thought that I would film the process because you guys seem to really enjoy my plan with me videos and I really enjoy making them as well. So this month I was Pinterest inspired again by stags and this whole geometric stag trend that was sort of going on in 2017, and I thought stags were kind of Christmassy because of, you know, antlers and reindeers, but I didn't want to make it too Christmassy, so that is my cover page already done, and as per usual, all of my Pinterest inspiration will be linked in the description below. I really enjoy taking kind of inspiration from Pinterest and inspiration from fonts because this is another font. I can't remember the name, but I will link it in the description. So for my monthly calendar, which we're doing now, I decided to draw some mountains and some stars because I wanted to make the theme kind of like a winter forest kind of nature theme, and I thought mountains would look nice. I never know what to say in voiceovers, but now I'm just setting up the calendar lines, and this month I didn't fuck up my calendar, so yay! And now I'm drawing some trees. I thought it would be nice to just have like a line of trees, kind of like this is the bottom of the ground and then up there are the mountains. Sorry you can't really see what I'm doing, but I am left-handed, so I have to like draw like this so I don't smear things. Just classic left-handed problems. So I'm basically just scribbling for the trees and really just doing it quite sporadically. So now I'm just highlighting and adding a bit of color to the spread. I'm using my Crayola 50 pack and I chose this kind of like red, like burnt red brown color because I thought it would be quite foresty and fit the theme. So now I'm setting up my monthly spread and I'm doing the same thing I did last month. I really like this, doing the sections and colored dots and coordinating it onto the calendar for my YouTube and my blog and my Instagram, and scheduling it all out worked really well for me. And for my little corner decoration, I'm doing some stag antlers, and I really like the more kind of minimalist decoration. I think I went really ham last month on the Halloween and it was super interesting. It definitely kept my interest, but I really like these kind of just like one antler in the corner. I think it's kind of a minimalist, but there's enough kind of color on the page to keep me drawn in, and I really like the aesthetic of it. So yeah, I'm just sorting out my sections and adding a little feather border between the two, and I really love this spread. It's honestly one of my most used spreads. It really helps me keep organized. So now we're moving on to my spending log and my habit tracker pages, which are exactly the same as the last month. More left-handed problems. I smudged and then decided to fix it with my Uniball white pen, which is honestly a lifesaver. It has helped me with all of my smudges that happen. I honestly love my Stapler pens. I think they're great, but when I do a little bit of coloring and I go too quickly, I do notice I smudge just about anything. So I don't know if you guys know any good pens that don't smudge or they dry super quickly. I would love to know, but like it's not a huge problem. It's just when I go too quickly when I'm doing shading like this, and as you can see I actually went from right to left there, which is something I'm learning to do, and it helps me not smudge as much. But yeah, this is my habit tracker and my spending log. It's exactly the same as last month. I'm tracking all the same things. So now we're moving on to my November journal pages, and I'm using the exact same font inspiration, which I will link down below. It's a font that I saw on DaFont because I'm not actually that great at calligraphy, but I am pretty good at like imitating the styles of things. So I love to like look at fonts for inspiration for my headers. So now I'm just drawing some generic feathers and then adding some geometric patterns on them to just decorate the page and add a little bit of pizzazz to the page. And I really like how these feathers turned out. They're quite like simple and easy to draw. You just kind of draw that curved shape. You can add a little bit of ridges to draw like different shaped leaves, and I did some circles and just like drew some little black circles on the inside and some triangles and stuff. And then I did another leaf with some stripe detailing, and then I decided to add a bit of color with my clear Tombow watercolor pen and some Crayola colors, and I chose the same burnt orange and this kind of plum color because I thought that was kind of fall, kind of winter, because technically winter doesn't end until like the 22nd of December, but the moment December hits we're all in that winter Christmas spirit. So I just drew a mountain there at the bottom of the other page and kept it quite simple because there's only a little bit of space. And then next to my brain dump I had another clear page, so I decided to do another quote page because I kind of turned my quote page into my daily affirmation. So I would read my quote page every day to kind of encourage myself. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but I firmly believe in the whole, like, if you tell yourself something enough, you'll believe it. So why not say nice things to yourself? I think it does help. So I chose I am the author of my story, which is kind of corny, but I think it's good to give yourself accountability and realize you have quite a bit of control over your life and how your story goes. So that's my quote this month. And then I just did some antlers and a feather and did my brain dump title, which is basically where I just dump all my video ideas or any thoughts that I have. And then for my weekly spread, I did the same November title that I've been doing on all of my other pages, did the faux calligraphy, and then I decided to change it up and do these really cute fairy light wreaths, which I think are super festive and they're like super Christmassy. So I really like this page. I think it's super Christmassy with the stag ears and the fairy lights. And this is the first time I've changed up my weekly spread in months. I pretty much kept it the same, but I changed how I did the titles, and I really like how this turned out. I also scrapped my upcoming section for this, just for the aesthetics, really, not because I actually don't use it, because I do use it, but for the aesthetics and having everything in the wreath fit nicely, I kind of scrapped my upcoming section, and we'll see how I do without it. But I really like how this page turned out. I think it's super aesthetically pleasing. So now I'm just filling in the stag ears, doing the days of the week, and I felt like it was looking a bit black and white, so I went in with a Crayola pen in the burnt orange color with the clear Tombow, dipped it in and then faded it out lightly, and I really like how this turned out. I think it adds the pop of color that the page needed, and we are all done. So here is the final flip through for you guys. I really hope you liked my setup for this month. I'm really happy with it. I think it was a solid theme, and I came up with it like literally in 30 minutes. It just hit me. I felt like doing a kind of winter outdoorsy nature theme, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. And here is my monthly spread, which will be filled out by the end of the month. Obviously it won't be as full as last month because we're starting halfway through the month, but honestly I feel like my life is a mess without my bullet journal, so I'm really happy to have it set up again. I'm kind of losing my voice. My spending log is the same. I filled in like half of my habit tracker for today before I filmed the shot, so that's why there was some dots in the middle there. And yeah, my journal pages, I'm so excited to fill them out. I'm actually happy that I set it up at the beginning of the month because I'm happy to do some extra journaling to make up for the journaling that I've missed. And there's just something old and classic about using your journal for like actual Dear Diary entries. Here is my quote of the month and my brain dump page where I will pop all of my ideas, shower thoughts and the like. And here is my final weekly spread, which I'm really happy with it. I've kind of deviated from my usual like plain lines and sections themes, but I really do like it. So yeah, that is my plan with me all done for the month of November. If you do take inspiration and recreate anything maybe in the month of December, tag me on Instagram in the actual photo rather than just the description so I can actually see it. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely day and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.